Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Cinch Stadium at Franklin's Gardens. It is round 3 of Premiership Women's Rugby already, and we have got Loughborough Lightning versus Exeter Chiefs for you to enjoy with us wherever you are watching around the world. It is another jam-packed bumper weekend of world-class rugby, and we've got a full schedule of Premiership Women's Rugby fixtures for you to sink your teeth into. Round 2 results, and Sale Sharks falling to Trail Finders Women. They've improved, but still a little way to go. 3 games today. Harlequins versus Gloucester Hartpury has just finished. No spoilers. You can enjoy that on catch-up on TNT Sports. A couple of live games. Nick Heath is doing Bristol Bears and Saracens, and you have decided to join us for Loughborough Lightning versus Exeter Chiefs. And quite frankly, who can blame you? It's been an unbelievably competitive start to the PWR season, to the point where we are into the 3rd round and there are only 2 undefeated teams remaining, Gloucester Hartpury and Bristol Bears. And Bristol Bears have only played 1 game, a whole host of teams having played 2, won 1 and lost 1, and Leicester Tigers yet to get their first victory of the season. Let's take a look at both teams then. 2 competitive teams and a few things for you to report on as well. 2 changes in the pack from the team that picked up their first win of the season against Sale Sharks. Catherine Tredder back in the 2 jersey for Lucy Calladine, and Lily Ives-Campion back in at lock in place of Boyd. She will be a huge asset to Lightning today. Props and back row are unchanged. Daisy Hibbert-Jones captains from number 8, her first season as solo captain of Lightning, and just 1 change in the back line, and that's at scrum half. Liz Maud given the nod with Brebna Holden not playing this week. Let's take a look at the bench then. A recall for Isla Curfey. She'll be covering the loose head side, and Centurion Megan Davey returns, having missed out last week. Again, speaking of experience, there aren't many with 100 appearances, and she has been here since the very beginning. A very different looking pack to the one that hosted Gloucester Hartpury a week ago. No Hope Rogers, so Demi Swan and Talika Menin are either side of Clea Maloney McDonald in the front row, and Abby DeGude starts against her old team. A massive game for her. Emily Robinson moves from lock back into the back row. She captains the team with Alan and Feanati in the back row. The halfbacks are unchanged. Tezia moves from fullback to inside centre, so Merrin Elworthy will play at 15, and there's a debut on the right wing for Italian Francesca Granzotto. A massive day for her, and what a place to make your debut. Couple more debuts on the bench for Chiefs as well. Loosehead Alicia Skeets and back row Lola Whiteley, both in line for their first appearance should their services be required. Steve Salving giving the chance to the young players to really make a stamp at the top level. Speaking of making a stamp at the top level, great news, rugby fans. Ellis is back on co-coms. We couldn't keep you away. Firstly, how did you enjoy your debut last week?
I loved it. Probably a bit scarier than any rugby debut I've had, to be honest. But no, I had a brilliant time. I'm glad to be back.
Well, we're glad to have you back. What do you make of today then? Lightning with a fantastic victory last week, but this is going to be tough today. Exeter Chiefs, they make changes, but they're always a tough nut to crack.
Absolutely. I think this one's definitely going to be one that's very much about mindset for Loughborough. Coming into last week, there was no complacency. We knew what we were doing, and there was a brilliant showing, a brilliant game. And I think it'll be the same this week, but it's a slightly different mental battle. I
certainly hope so. And of course, wins very, very hard to come by. Cowboy hats, very, very easy to come by. What is that one? Does that say Daisy?
Looks like Daisy to me, yeah.
Well, welcome, Daisy. Great to have you here. That is superb, and so great to see this partnership between Loughborough Lightning and Northampton Saints continuing to grow. Saints fans here in the Saints colours, but very important that the hot pink and African violet are represented here. And look, as a Lightning player who plays a lot of international rugby as well, talk to me about having the opportunity to play at a great stadium like this and really put on a show in Premiership Women's Rugby.
It's just brilliant, isn't it? You look out today, the grass is absolutely spotless. The fans are here, they're loud, they're proud, it's exciting. And even a few years ago, that's not what we had. You know, we were playing the back pitches sometimes, and yeah, it's completely different, and it's brilliant to see, isn't it?
Well, we have got the young kids about to form the Guard of Honour. Of course, it is Remembrance Sunday, and we will be paying tribute to those who've fallen. What we haven't got, though, is Ellis in the mascot costume yet. She's still injured. She's moved from wheelchair to crutches. But as soon as you're a bit more mobile, Ellis, we'll be putting you to work.
looks like that might be a bit warm for me, honestly.
I tell you what, it will get cold though. We're in November now. Conditions really good. The pitch looks absolutely fantastic. A little cloudier than it was yesterday, but for the time of year, when you think about how many terrible, cold, rainy games you've played in November, I'm quite excited about the potential for a great game of running rugby today.
Absolutely. Do you know what? This kind of rugby weather is a front row's dream. It's a little bit chilly, it's a little bit overcast. That's exactly what I would want when I was going out there, and I know they'll agree with me.
What's a front row's nightmare then?
Too much sun,
okay.
Too warm.
An artificial pitch in 30 degrees, is it?
Absolutely. That's not what you want for scrums, and it's not what you want for your forehead sweat dripping into your eyes. It's just not. It's not the place to be. I'd much rather this.
We've got some of the young players from Amped Hill with us today. They've got the medals on, part of a tournament that they played in earlier today. And I tell you what, that's a pretty furry hood as well. It's not that cold. What's she going to do when it does get to December and January and she really needs it?
She's adding a scarf at that point. Hopefully a lightning one.
Absolutely. Well, if you're just joining us, the warmest of welcomes. We are live at the Cinch Stadium, Franklin's Gardens, for Loughborough Lightning versus Exeter Chiefs. And do you feel as though Lightning have got I'm not going to say a score to settle here, but they've had some fantastic games against Exeter Chiefs, but usually coming out on the wrong side. So is today seen as perhaps more of an opportunity than other fixtures, other ones that you've got coming up in the calendar?
Do you know, I think something that's really great about playing for Loughborough, and this is always what's said in team meetings, is that it's taken it a week at a time. No fixture is more or less important. It's all about what we can get from it, whether that's 1 point, whether that's every point that's available, whatever it is, we're going to take from it what we can. And that's what's good about today, is it's the exact same as last week and exact same as the week before.
Well, one of the things about our YouTube coverage here is we're not going to give you the scores from any games that have finished, but there is a result. Harlequins were hosting the 3-time champions Gloucester Hartpury today, and that was a great game. We have had some really close games. You've had a whole load of tries. I think back to week 1 where your Loughborough Lightning went down to the stoop. I mean, that's one of the best games I've ever seen.
Yeah, it was outstanding, wasn't it? Yes. It was so close. There were so many brilliant moments. That intercept try. Obviously I'm a Loughborough fan, but I did really thoroughly enjoy that one.
Well, nearly 100 points. If we have the same today, then it's going to be an absolute cracker. In terms of your Loughborough Lightning team, then, how do you combine the attack from the Harlequins game and the defence from the Sale game all in the same 80 minutes?
I think whoever figures out the answer for that one might become a millionaire overnight,
yes,
honestly.
Yeah.
But hopefully it just happens. That's the magic.
Or if you do know and you don't want to become a millionaire, if you could just text Nathan or Skaz, then I'm sure they'd be very grateful.
Absolutely, yeah. Or you could text me, I'll sell it on.
Yes, yeah, exactly. As for Exeter Chiefs, they are one of those teams who also had an imperfect start, but they've really sort of established their place in the top pantheon of this league now, haven't they?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think what they've done really well is they've got leaders throughout their team as well. Obviously, they've got Maisie Allen, co-captain this today. She scored 2 tries, I think it was last week. People that are leading from the front, and you can see that. You can see that on the pitch for sure. Well,
they've got their international superstars from not just England, but all over the world. They are drawn to play brilliant rugby down in Devon. And I think at the start of every season, they'll be thinking, well, maybe this is our year. This is the time we don't just make it to the playoffs, we get to the big dance and get our hands on the trophy. But it is going to be a hotly contested trophy. In fact, look, it's just me and you having a conversation here. Do you think this is potentially the tightest the league has ever been?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's easy to say that there's been some big victories for sure already in the first 2 rounds, but there's also been some really, really close games that you might not have called before. And hopefully, if that continues on any day, we could have a win or a loss either way.
Where will the upsets be? The thing with today is Loughborough Lightning versus Exeter Chiefs. I don't think there is an upset as the teams emerge from the tunnel, led out by the captains, Emily Robinson in the white, Daisy Hibbert-Jones in the African violet. 2 uncompromising back row forwards looking to lead their teams to victory today. It is Loughborough Lightning versus Exeter Chiefs. So we're counting down to kick-off, but there will be a silence in memory of all those who've died in conflicts, with a special focus on the service and sacrifice of the British and Commonwealth Armed Forces. The last post will be played, followed by a moment's silence, and that will be played by Laura Winspear.
Today marks our Remembrance match on Remembrance Sunday, where we pay tribute to the fallen. We invite you all to join us in a moment of silence, but first the last post performed by Laura Winspear.
An impeccably observed silence and a beautifully played last post by Laura Winspear. And now it is time for the rugby. Round 3 of the PWR. Exeter Chiefs have made the journey north to the East Midlands, looking to continue their excellent record against Loughborough Lightning. But it's a Lightning team coming off the back of a victory, a home victory against Sale Sharks. They really had to dig in there. It was a one-score game after coming so close against Harlequins in the opening round. Referee for this one, Hollywood. Well, she is wearing a wire, and it's rather large, and I think if she was in a gangster movie, she'd be in a little bit of trouble if she got frisked down. Alas, we need to make sure that everything is in line, but it does mean we get to see Matt Sharp and Daryl Chapman, who are her 2 ARs today. A full complement of excellent officials. So Helen Nelson, she'll be conducting the orchestra today. Tell us about her. What makes her a great player for Loughborough Lightning?
There's so many things that make Nelly a great player. I think one of them being that she's also a great person. But she's just so resourceful, isn't she? Like she can do it all, and she's comfortable doing it all. She knows how to make a decision and how to make it quickly, and that shows in the way she plays rugby.
And you said she's a great person. I thought you were going to say because she's Scottish. I genuinely thought that was going to be your first port of call.
I think that goes without saying.
Premiership Women's Rugby Round 3 is underway. Exeter Chiefs kicking off to Loughborough Lightning. And it is a first touch for Nelson, who gets a good nudge on it. Tessier in the deep field, wearing 12 today, but comfortable at fullback. Oh, that is a big shot. Big physicality early on, and I think we can expect that from both teams today. So the first meaningful attack will come from Exeter Chiefs. Tessier, second touch already, in at first receiver. Little ball inside, McGillivray. And Claudia Maloney-MacDonald out there on the left-hand side. She's one of the real dangers for Chiefs today. A try machine, whether at 9 or 11. Dummy there from Elworthy. And she's lost that. That should be scrummed at right. Scrum time. You enjoy a scrum, right?
I love a scrum, yeah, and also I think Exeter had 100% scrum success last week, so it'll be really interesting to see how these two packs match up.
Talk to me about the non-negotiables for the first scrum of the match then.
Look, I think the first scrum especially is about setting your footing. You want to make sure you're going in and you've got your process right, you've got your height right, you've got your bind right, and you've got the back five all firing in. So we'll see, whoever does that best is the one that sort of lays claim, I think, to the dominance there.
Maud wearing 9 for Lightning today. Daisy Hibbert-Jones at 8, the captain.
Come up. Wait for my call, don't pre-engage. I don't want you guys head on head at the start, okay? Find your space.
That look there from Menin on the tight head side up to the referee then. She looks fed up already. She just wants to scrum.
Stability.
And she's not going to get the chance because it is a free kick Lightning.
Stability. Tight head.
From a forwards perspective, does that feel like a win?
Save it. You're over.
Yeah, definitely. Look, as I said before, you need to get your process right, and that's just what's went wrong for Exeter there. So it feels good as Lightning to sort of win that first battle.
Well, Lightning happy enough to just pump that downfield and encourage Exeter to attack from deep. Maud's got back. And a little bit of width on this. It's a good chase, though, and a good lift from Chiefs. And McGillivray has managed to rip that ball clean, and now Chiefs have the ball in a good position. Abby de Good, first carry against her former team. I mean, she's desperate to have a great game every week, but this week in particular, crashed in by Van der Velden. 2 very impressive locks for Chiefs today. The offloading game working as well. Tessier. Ooh, another knock on, second knock on.
Scrum advantage over.
Inside the 22 for Chiefs. And that is an excellent clearance
That goes
from
straight out.
Matatonga.
Just inside, okay.
Yeah, when there's turnovers in the 22 like that, it's honestly just who can react quickest, who can make that decision quickest to get the ball out of there, and definitely not be playing in your 22.
Yeah, they're just trying a little bit too hard with the offload there, weren't they? Exeter Chiefs. Great kick, though. Right up to halfway, and Baloo Matatonga, of course, she's on the wing now, but such a versatile back. She adds an air of assurance on the edge there if you need a kick clearance. Not the cleanest of line-outs, but it is Chiefs' ball. They carry up to the 10-metre. They're using those locks very well early on. Flo Robinson having a little snipe. Settled back in at Exeter now after going for a season to play with her sister at Harlequins. Ended up dragging her back down with her.
That was a great turnover there, and that just comes from getting that low chop in really early and that second player having time on feet. The player's just falling at her feet there and she can get right over and over that ball.
Treader in at hooker today. First line up for her, under pressure, and that's a really good take. And now Lightning can attack. That was Latui with the carry. Now Anne Young. Another Scot in the ranks here at Lightning. Options both ways. They're going to go open here, and Nelson. Oh, this time it's just gathered, and Hibbert-Jones out on the edge finds Bo Westcombe-Evans. So close to the turnover from Granzotto on debut, but Lightning can come again, looking for space. There's not a huge amount. Oh, and it's been turned over. Now transition ball for Chiefs. De Good. Oh, little ball inside, and just as the referee. Oh, wow. I was going to say, just as the referee says advantage over, Chiefs knock it on, but Hollywood, a lot closer than us, says that the ball's gone backwards. Lucky escape there for Chiefs.
Take him back.
And an awkward spiral kick to deal with. Big chase coming here, and it sits up nicely into the hands of Tezier, but she just fumbles. Committed chase there from Alex Tezier.
Yeah, look, Loughborough not regathering that is going to put doubt in their minds every time that kick comes in, so she's done brilliantly there to get up and get in the faces despite the knock-on occurring there.
Step off, okay? Just stability for me. Guys, let's scrum. Guys, we only got 30 seconds to set a scrum. We're not standing around all day.
Hear, hear, Hollywood. It's taken a little while to set, though.
Yeah, I wonder if they're aware that that free kick is sort of looming over them. They're making sure they've got everything sorted exactly how they want it before they get those locks in and get themselves set.
2 to the right, 4 to the left for Lightning. Helen Nelson waiting at first receiver if that's the way they decide to go, and it is. Opts for the miss pass. Westcombe Evans takes it from Kelter. Does well not to put a foot on the paint, actually. Nelson back in position. Another carry from Latui. She's been industrious in these first 7 or 8 minutes. Sangapolo arrives to clear out. Some good phase play here from Lightning. Leah Green at 15 takes the ball in. Sangapolo again. Oh, straight over. What a turnover. That is absolutely outstanding. Pure class to win that ball back. Tezier again slices that kick. Bo Westcombe Evans underneath it. It's a long way round, so she decides to go inside. Granzotto hangs on the bootstraps. Still 0-0. No real opportunities for Lightning yet. Chiefs with 2 journeys into the 22, and they've knocked on both times. Olive Kelter, so strong Kelter. Fends away and then pumps the legs, tries to take a tackler with it. And that is, both literally and figuratively, her super strength. Now, Sangapolo into the 22. She's got support. That could have gone to Ives Campion. But Lightning, as close as they've been. Lutui. Numbers to the right-hand side. But now Chiefs can fan out and defend their red zone for the first time. Beautiful line. All started with Kelter getting Chiefs on the back foot.
2 stop.
Now this is an area of the game where ball in hand, Exeter Chiefs are superb, but now it's time for them to defend it. Lily Ives Campion added her weight to that carry. Latui, little tip to Brody. Now Sangapolo, who could have perhaps put Ives Campion in. This great carrying, and Lightning are over.
That was great up the jumper stuff there, keeping the ball safe, just taking away the phases. You could see as well that second clearer coming in and getting the ball, getting right over the ball as fast as they can, making sure it's available for the next person so they can just keep chipping away and chipping away.
Well, it's Cabella who got the decisive touch. Clinical from Loughborough Lightning inside the 22, so disciplined.
You can see just how important that latch is. You saw their treads going right the way past ball and clearing the corner, as they call it. It just gives that avenue for Sadia to jump down.
Well, that was her first touch, wasn't it, Sadia Cabella?
I think it was last week that I called her magic. I don't know if I'll be changing my mind anytime soon.
And the conversion added by Nelson. 7 points on the board for Loughborough Lightning. It's taken them 10 minutes to get it. Their first real opportunity. I mean, we're going to see the try again, but what about the build-up play as well? That brilliant line from Sangapolo. I'm sure Lily Ives Campion will have been screaming at her to get that ball, but she didn't get it out. But all's well that ends well. And Cabella gets the first try of the match. Tezier restarts the game. Oh, another big run up and a heavy carry. And I think there are forwards on both sides of the ball that will not mind that one bit. You take a big run up and I'll try and stop you.
Take them back. Scrum advantage over.
Nelson clears again. It's Tezier waiting deep. She's got Elworthy to her left. She's looking for a 50-22 here. Oh, a little fingertip on that from Green. Kicks that down Claude Maloney McDonald's throat. That is something that many teams have lived to regret over recent seasons. Flo Robinson arrives. More big carries coming up and a massive tackle onto Good. Tezier in at first receiver. Nice little tip out of the back to try and create some space now. Could work here for Granzotto. Gets past the first defender, who was Nelson. Another fabulous offload forwards, interlinking Cabella. It's another knock-on inside the 22 for Exeter Chiefs, though. 3 visits to the red zone, 3 times they've coughed up the ball.
Look, I think they're just trying to keep that continuity, trying to keep the ball alive, but unfortunately your other players need to be ready for it, don't they? I think she was trying to explode on that, trying to let go of it within the tackle so that she could get back up and pick it up, but unfortunately in doing so she's just knocked the ball on.
With that in mind, though, frustrating for Chiefs to cough that ball up there, but this is not an easy exit for Loughborough Lightning.
No, not at all, and that last scrum was a bit messy, wasn't it? So I think they really need to set a good, stable platform here so that they can get the ball out.
Bo Westcombe-Evans has stayed on the short side for Lightning, I think just to keep Granzotto honest, but most of the options to the right. And the captain, Hibbert Jones, finds Kelter, who runs a good line, but they will be well aware of the jackal threat for Exeter Chiefs. We've had a couple of absolute crackers already. Elworthy. Lightning very keen to keep the ball on the field when it comes to their clearance kicks. Perhaps inviting pressure with the confidence of the likes of Tezier and Elworthy, who are happy to run it from deep. Robinson finds Van der Velden. That's a great offload, and now Granzotto brought down by Green. Last gasp tackle from the Lightning fullback to halt the progress of the Italian debutante. De Good has been so busy. Robinson brought down by Lily Ives Campion. Flo Robinson has a snipe. The gap not as big as she thought, but still gets over the gain line. Another pick, another go, and now Exeter Chiefs inside 5 meters. This is where they want to be. This is where they're often so clinical. What a carry that is.
Behind the line. Penalty advantage.
Lightning offside, but it doesn't matter because that ball is down. What a response from Chiefs. 2 tries, almost identical in their execution. And Exeter Chiefs under the posts, but what about this from Granzotto? It was a great tackle, but then Lightning just on the back foot.
Yeah, and do you know what? That thing that was causing them to see those errors earlier has been the thing that's got them that try. It was the offloads, it was the moving the ball and putting Francesca through for that break. It just started that momentum that then took them to the try line.
Feyanati with the final touch. You're looking at me like you think that was knocked on.
Yeah, look, I'll leave it up to the discretion of the referees. Holly does a wonderful job.
Sorry, can somebody who's watching on YouTube please send us in something that I can pick the splinters out of Ellis's backside with for sitting on the fence?
Yeah.
Let's take another look now.
We're just going to do a change. Yeah, okay.
I tell you what.
It's tough to call on video, so I'm sure she's got a much closer look at it. Maybe it was grounded before it came out of the hands.
Maybe it was grounded. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe she didn't reach the line. Maybe she knocked it on. But we'll never know because it's 7 points on the board and we can talk about the controversy all we like. Tell you what else we can talk about. Becky Boyd has come on wearing number 19. Another teammate of yours in a number of jerseys. What do you like about her?
Oh, Becky is brilliant. She's a very quiet person. most of the time. Then when you get to know her, she turns into a bit of a weirdo. But on the rugby pitch, her ball carriers are brilliant. She's unnaturally talented. I don't know how she manages it. It's brilliant.
Well, she's probably on the field a little bit quicker than she thought she was going to be here. So she's got, what, 64 minutes of rugby to play. Was that ball knocked on? Did it even make the line?
Look, it did. I'm going to say it must have. Holly said it did, so it did. And that's how it works.
Well, what a strange passage of play that was. Exeter Chiefs were asking for a maul. Then the ball was out and no one wanted to play it. Lightning may be getting away with one there. Nelson, little nudge into space. That's challenging, but Maloney McDonald does very well. Now she's sort of spotted some space of her own. Oh, it's sat up, but Kabea has picked her pocket and stolen her lunch money. What a great contest. Oh, now Lightning in trouble.
I was about to say, what can Sadia Kabea not do?
That was awesome.
I can't tell if she picked up the ball or if she ripped it. Let's see it.
Bit of both.
Yeah, a bit of both. Brilliantly done from her there, just knowing exactly where the ball was and letting it come into her hands, stealing it away from Claudia there.
To the left of the mark to me, okay?
She doesn't look too pleased.
No, I'm sure she'll have plenty of opportunities this game, this season as well. Was, of course, involved with the Rugby World Cup victory, but would have maybe liked to have played a few more minutes. But it's a tough school to try and get into that Red Roses team. Massive attacking opportunity now, though, for Exeter Chiefs. Scrum inside the 22. Options both ways. Merrin Elworthy is just in the boot, so she can go left or right. Tessier at first receiver on the one side. But they've gone to the left-hand side, and it is Elworthy who takes it in. Robinson finds her sister. Now the ball out to the wing. Oh, what a tackle. Maloney McDonald thought she might have tried to hurdle the tackle then.
Yeah, it looked like it, didn't it? It looked like she'd taken a bit of a hop, skip and a jump over that one, but I think, was it Nelly on the wing there just clipped her foot? That was a brilliant tackle from Helen Nelson, to be fair, to get her out of touch there. Yeah,
Maloney McDonald just didn't quite have enough room there. Don't think McGovern straightened up enough. But another very tough exit coming up here for Lightning, but that is a fabulous dart. Double top and the dummy, and it opens up. Here goes Maud. Tackle on her, but the exit brilliant. Matatonga arrives, finds another offload, and Lightning nearly up to halfway, all thanks to the quick thinking and quick feet of Maud.
Going to have to give a little bit of credit to Treads there with that ball as well. What a throw.
Well, we said it was a tough exit. It's not a tough exit when you nail the fundamentals, and that's exactly what Lightning managed to do there. Nelson. Exeter Chiefs, very quick, very organised with this defensive line speed. Kelter. Gosh, he is so physical.
She's not someone you want to be running at you, I'll say that for sure.
Well, it's bad enough having to play against her. You have to train against her as well. It must be a nightmare.
Yeah, I almost think she's worse in training than she is in games.
That's the opposition, that. Well played by Treader. Matatonga gliding. Looked a little bit high from McGillivray, but the officials happy enough to let play continue.
Use it now. Use it.
Nelson waits. Bags of options. Chiefs up quick again. Just trapping Lightning behind the line. Robinson thought she'd snaffled that ball.
Yeah, they're not really making many meters now, Lightning. I would have kind of hoped they would look to kick pretty soon, just to get out of here.
Well, the ball's been knocked on. Worth looking at the backfield as well. It's Merrin Elworthy and Flo Robinson who are marshalling. There's a massive gap down the middle.
Yeah, I think there's definitely options there, especially considering that that sort of front up battering the front door isn't working. You may as well try popping it over the top. She says, as a front row who's never kicked in her life.
Well, you sound like a cat burglar. Quarter of the game gone. One try, one conversion each. It is every bit the contest we hoped it'd be. Nobody on the short side for Exeter Chiefs on this scrum, and it is quite a large short side as well. Referee Hollywood really finds her voice when it comes to setting the scrum, doesn't she?
It's fair enough. The front row are unruly bunch.
Another ball's gone forward on the first phase. It was McGillivray trying to find Tessia.
Oh, I think Exeter are going to be a bit frustrated with that, aren't they? I think every single time that they are gaining that little bit of momentum, or there's something looks like it's about to start working, there's a little mistake, things are just not quite gelling the way that they want it to gel.
And especially for the backs as well, when they've got that launch play in their heads, and you get super excited about it, and you're thinking, right, we're gonna tear this lot apart.
I think, yeah, sometimes it's just thinking about that next thing before the ball's actually in your hands. You know, you're thinking, right, this is the next section of that launch play that I need to be doing. I need to be going over there or over here. And unfortunately, you take your eyes off it for 1 minute and it's not in your hands.
Again, nobody on the short side here for Lightning. So Baloo Matatonga is stood on the inside of Helen Nelson as an option. It fires out quickly, and it is Nelson. Good shape here. Oh, my goodness me. Matatonga finds the offload. Westcombe Evans, that's off the boot. Certainly not what Lightning planned, but it could just work out. Nelson hands that on. Back into position quickly. Temi Swan, more of a speed bump there over on the far side. That looked a touch forward again, but Hollywood right in line with it. Sometimes those no-look passes can be quite deceptive. Look how quickly the close-in defenders from Chiefs are up, though. Their work rate, awesome. But the delayed pass working for Lightning here. Ball a bit slower than they want. Nelson, she's got Kabea to her left, but thought she could drift through herself. Kabea in a good position. Matatonga there too, and a line from Alif Kelter. She's in behind. Kelter gets away. Classic Kelter, and Lightning back ahead.
What a line from Alif there. And you know, it comes as well from that speed of the ruck. Alicia's managing to get in there and get ball away really fast. If you see the phase right before this try, she's got in, she's picked up that ball straight away, and it just means that Alice can take that little pass and do the rest of it by herself. It's absolutely brilliant from her. She's leaving the poor extra defenders on the ground.
She's so powerful. If she breaks the line, just to get anything on her, it's so difficult. So you talk about the trunk, you know, some players, if they're not strong around there, you can just knock them off balance. She's so strong around there. You just can't knock her offline.
Absolutely. She's like a pit bull, isn't she? She's absolutely brilliant.
You said that.
She'll love it to there.
Another 2 points added. Lightning 14, Chiefs 7. Yeah, it's a great line, isn't it?
Yeah, she just knows exactly where Liz is going to lift the ball into space, and she gets there and just picks it out of there.
Just shows how important it is to go through your phases, though, isn't it? Because Exeter Chiefs haven't been able to do that, so they've not been able to use those incredibly talented backs and strike runners they've got in the pack, because they get to a point where some magic could happen, but they coughed the ball up by then.
Yeah, 100%. And I think also the breakdown. So Exeter are not having a breakdown. They're trying to keep the ball alive. They're trying to make the offloads happen. But Loughborough are using the breakdown to their advantage. You saw it with the first try as well, where Treads cleared someone round the corner.
So we've just got a break in play here for a head injury that's being looked at.
Okay, so we're going to wait for the HIA to come back on now, Tracy, is that right?
Latui back in position.
Okay, time back on.
She would definitely be a force to lose if she had to go off. So it's good news that she's just getting a bit of head tape fixed.
Deep with the restart. It's a smart restart as well, because when you go down the middle, it means they're not going to immediately kick. And they've got to try and work it a little closer. And Lily Ives Campion, I'm not going to say lucky there, but she was lucky. It was very, very lucky, in fact.
It was lucky. I would love to say there was a bit of skill having her body at that angle so that the ball went backwards.
Elworthy chipping behind. Hibbert Jones takes it on, and now a little bit of space out wide here, and Westcombe Evans just puts a foot on the paint. She's another one. Great to see her putting some rugby back together after a long time out with injury.
Yeah, and she was really resilient through her injury, constantly working in the gym, working on the pitch, getting back to running and putting the work in where no one really sees it. And then you see it today on the pitch is when she can hopefully next time make that outside step count and score the try.
She spent a bit of time in the commentary box last year as well. Yeah, we didn't do a PWR game with her, but did some Bucks Super Rugby games. Loughborough students get into the final last year. In fact, a couple of years ago, they had one of the great Bucks Super. Oh, my goodness me. Lightning have stripped that. Well, they played Exeter University down in Exeter in one of the best Bucks Super Rugby games we've ever had. Kick by Morale. Oh, but she's put it out on the full.
That was a bit of skill there from Lily Ives Campion, wasn't
Whoa.
it? Steal that on the floor after the line out was done. She'll be happy with that. It can go on her official steals.
It is a great skill, because if we have a look at this here, and she's got her hand on the ball, if she touches the arm, that's a penalty to Exeter.
Yeah, she's done great. She's got her hand in behind it. It means when that ball comes down, it means that they can't get it down and under for the +1.
Also means she spent a bit of time in the weight room, because the shoulder stability she needed for that is absolutely awesome.
Yeah, she definitely has.
Well, she's one of the players. She's still young by international rugby standards, but it feels as though she's been playing for Loughborough Lightning for an eternity.
I think she has.
Yes, yeah, but to see her develop into a world-class lock forward. God, great tackle. Great tackle on Maloney McDonald. Now Robinson finds McGovern. Passes in behind, and McGillivray has to tidy up.
That was great pressure there from Olive, just getting up in her face, making her second guess herself.
Shredder. A diminutive hooker, but feisty, gutsy. Helped on to Westcombe Evans, who nearly gets away herself. Backed up by Morale, but then Maud gets there. Nelson back into midfield. Oh, and it sticks for Ives Campion. It's sticking for Lightning in a way it's not sticking for Chiefs at the moment. And in this part of the pitch, they look dangerous. They're one line break away from try number 3. But they've kicked that away now, and Tessier might fancy this. I mean, the offloading game, when it sticks, it's brilliant. When it doesn't, it is super frustrating.
Yeah, completely. And I think it was the same thing that we said for Exeter earlier. Your player that you're trying to offload to needs to be ready for it, and they need to be coming down channel 1. I think there the breakdown's a little bit messy, and unfortunately the ball just got caught on her foot there.
Just hope that she dabs it through and the referee doesn't see.
Very sneaky, but you know, if it worked, it would have worked.
So great news, Brodie has passed her HIA, so she's back on the pitch. So Becky Boyd gets another breather. She'll be back later.
Crouch! Boyd! Set!
So they've just given that there, the loose head, that's Anne Young there. So she's put her knees down. The referee said that she's collapsed that scrum. I'm not sure how much I believe that that's exactly what's happened, but it's very difficult to see what's going on in there.
Well, it was. They say it's about painting a picture, don't they? And you'll know all about that. If her knee does hit the ground, it often doesn't matter the factors that led to that happening. If the referee sees that, it's a very clear picture and a decision to be made.
Absolutely, and it's an easy picture there, isn't it? Her knees hit the ground first, therefore Lightning have collapsed that scrum, and that's exactly what's been seen, and that's obviously what's happened. So unfortunately it goes that way. Or fortunately, if you're a Chiefs fan, sorry, trying to be neutral.
Half an hour gone. Good contest, physical contest as well. I think Chiefs will be really keen to sharpen up and just go through some phases and put Lightning under pressure. Not sure the pass was meant for that target, but it's a carry that's worked. Flo Robinson with a penalty advantage. Tezier into space. Plenty of Chiefs bodies coming through. It's going to sit up. The offload's good. The tackle is better, but it's still on here for the visitors. Oh, wow. Penalty advantage over. We do not see that very often. What's that? One phase, two phase, but Chiefs knocking on the door in the 22. Sangapolu makes a big tackle. Flo Robinson desperate for it. Working with another penalty advantage. But Lily Ives Campion offside. Sorry, not rolling, should I say.
This offload situation that's going on with Chiefs right now is annoying because when it works, it works. That's how they've made that break, is getting the ball away. But unfortunately, it is causing quite a lot of errors as well. So I think they just need to figure out their flow and hope that they start sticking.
I love the ambition. There are 3 points on offer there. They'd still trail after them, but as we get to 70, 75, 80 minutes, how valuable could they be? Chiefs don't care. They want 5. They want 7. First job. Clee Maloney McDonald needs to find the jumper, and it's been knocked on again. That has been the scourge of the Exeter Chiefs in this first 32 minutes.
It's good quick thinking from Loughborough as well, just diving on that ball. I think that's number 1 Anne Young making up for the scrum pen earlier, getting that ball quickly.
Emily Robinson, a Premiership champion in her Harlequins days. Played a lot of open side, but Chiefs have been shunting her up into the row, haven't they?
Well, she's such a workhorse, isn't
Yes.
she? And you really want your workhorses in at the second row. I feel like that's just the stereotype, isn't it? That's the ones in the second row are always in the rucks. I think she's actually hit the most rucks of the PWR so far, so I think that's definitely the place for her.
Okay, guys, just keep your space.
You can just see the ref there talking to the front rows about, I think, their squareness and keeping the gap. It's been every scrum so far. You've seen that, I think it's Delika Men in there's kind of going on top of the Lightning loose head, which is, I mean, it's working 50% of the time, but it can be unsafe. So you just hear the ref there talking about making sure their height's right and making sure the gap's right.
50% of the time it works every time. 6.5 minutes to go. Last time Lightning were in a position like this, Maud hit the burners and it was a good exit. Now they're in trouble though, and Nelson, she's got Matatonga outside it. She tried to hand that ball off now as Matatonga sealed off it. I think had there been competition at the breakdown, Chiefs might have found themselves in the penalty. But credit to Lightning, they are playing here, but they're inviting trouble.
It's a really interesting decision to play this close to your line when you've got kickers aplenty. I'm not sure what's going on here, if they're thinking they can just make a quick break and run 70 metres down the wing.
Oh, what a clear out. And then back comes Cabea. It's you go, I go. And Nelson has kicked that to Elworthy. There will be some raging lungs in the Lightning defensive line. This is a massive opportunity, and that is a massive hit. McGillivray offloads to Tezier. Tezier gets the handoff. There is no shape or structure to this at all, but my goodness me, it's entertaining. De Good, another brutal carry from her. Flo Robinson wants an offload, finds it to Van der Velden, dispatches the first defender. Alarm bells ringing here for Lightning, but the ball's gone backwards. Space here for Elworthy, but she can't gather it cleanly. This is chaos.
I feel like we're watching sevens right now. This is absolutely crazy.
Oh, one offload there from Feyenoordi, and Chiefs were in. They could still be in here. Granzotto tries to sell the dummy. Flo Robinson not quite sniping enough. Chiefs so close. Lungs heaving on both sides of the ball. Still short. Emily Robinson. She dives. She's short. Allen through the gap. And Exeter Chiefs finally, after what seems like minutes in the 22, dot down for the second try. Maisie Allen.
That was lung-burning stuff, wasn't it? You'd have legs like lead after that. It was just pick and go, pick and go, pick and go. But it all started from that sevens-like phases of play before that, where they were just offloading, trying to get through half breaks, and eventually it pays off. And it's exactly what we were saying earlier. Sometimes it pays off and sometimes it doesn't, and this time it has.
Well, well, well. Get your breath back, everyone. What a magnificent passage of play.
Yeah, wipe the sweat from your brow if you need for anything like me.
McGovern to level the scores. Easy money. Lightning 14, Chiefs 14.
Tracy, just confirm what time you have.
Right, we're going to have a look at the passage of play, but we can't possibly go back to all of it because it was wild. But if that pass sits up there for the fullback, then Elworthy's in. But even though it was chaotic, there was an element of patience here with Chiefs, wasn't there?
Yeah, it was atrocious, wasn't it? They were just breaking it down, chipping away. And that's exactly what Loughborough did for their first try, and it's what's worked here, so it was really great from them.
And then Allen, little dart there, no one at home. So let's talk tactics.
Always inside.
Because Claude Maloney-MacDonald has just kicked that ball into touch. Loughborough Lightning have been keeping the ball in play. They kicked that ball straight to Merrin Elworthy, and that's where it all began for Chiefs. Do they perhaps need to start thinking about getting the ball off the pitch, especially when they've already done a defensive set?
Yeah, I think so. I think we're getting a little bit of tired bodies for now before the half-time, and keeping that ball in pitch, it adds that risk. If you've got a brilliant kick chase and you're right up in the face, then it's a great decision. But I think right now what they need is that reset, especially since they're competing really well at the line out. It would be a better opportunity, I think, for Loughborough to get the ball out.
Well, the Tui has gone full Lady Gaga and done an outfit change. All it means is she's got no number on her back now. That's...
I think we could spot her pretty easily without the name on the back from the carrying.
Yeah, she has been pretty relentless, as she always is, to be fair.
Absolutely.
Oh, again, it is a knee down from Anne Young.
Anne will be really frustrated with that as well, because she's getting herself into a really good position, and then Dalika's using that weight to just bring her down, which is brilliant tactics from Dalika, and it's working really, really well.
Set more left to the mark for me.
So you think Dalika's not taking the weight, and that's the reason the knee's going down?
I think she's doing what tight heads do best, which is she's using that bind to crank that arm down and get Anne Young on the ground. But do you know what's working? I love it.
I thought you were going to say she's doing what tight heads do best and taking all the money.
That is also the case, I think.
Tell them to take a step, please. Thank you.
Well, the last minute of the half. Just a reminder that our clock is very, very close to the referee's watch, but not exactly linked in. So if this game is tight towards the 40th and 80th minutes, don't get too excited or disheartened. There could be a couple more opportunities. Look at that between Feyanati and Kabea. Immensely physical. Another strong carry from Chiefs. Is this the last chance to get something on the board before half-time? Oh, it's sat up there, and has that gone forward off anyone? No. McGillivray. See Kelter there, trying to be a thorn in the side, but Robinson can get some good ball. Nice tip, but Lily Ives Campion comes up. Makes another ball and all tackle. Chiefs back in their own half now. McGovern helps it on its way. Van der Velden bludgeons her way forward. Lovely feet from Flo Robinson, but she's knocked it on too. And now some transition ball here for Maud. Hibbert Jones, Kabea. Oh, there's no one outside Nelson. No-look passes are a lot of fun, but every now and then you end up with egg on your face.
Yeah, they definitely come with a risk, don't they? And I wonder if she saw someone at the corner of Ryan O'Alive was sort of back in behind her, and she's just thought she was coming flat and she wasn't. But if that had pulled off, it was a break down the wing. So I think it was a good decision from Nelly. It was just unfortunately to the boogeyman.
Great crowd over on that far side, getting behind Lightning. Maloney McDonald with the line-out. We've had some great darts from both hookers.
Yeah, for sure. And I think that also comes with a great caller. So whoever's... I'm eating my words now because no one actually went up in that line-out. No one called anything.
Well, Lightning with the chance. Westcombe Evans. Such is the Murphy's Law of rugby union that the moment the referee says advantage over, then the ball goes to ground or into touch or something. But that brings to an end an excellent half of rugby in round 3 of the PWR here at the Cinch Stadium, Franklin's Gardens. Smile on the face of Aliv Kelter. She's got a try. So has Cabea. So has Fayanati. So has Allen. It means it's Lightning 14, Chiefs 14 at the break.
New era.
We are Loughborough Lightning.
This is our town.
This is our home.
Loughborough have a young and community feel when it comes to the fans.
Strong. Fearless.
Electric. Ones to watch this season are Ala Latei and Sadia Cabea.
I'm going to bring us tackles, fast-paced, tries, good rugby.
Speaking to some of the girls, I was like, is it possible to get goosebumps on your face?
Almost that feeling of like we've made a change here and this is it, this is the change.
We were just flying for sort of a couple of days.
Just the immense feeling of joy that we'd done it, we'd won this World Cup, we'd done it together.
Definitely a moment that, yeah, I'll be thinking about for a long time.
I remember the last 2 minutes because I was like, we've got this, we've won, and I just thought my whole body just shut down. I had Ellie Kildun shouting at me and I was like, we've won this, like this is crazy.
We really like our tribe mentality.
We're gonna run.
Ambitions are to win the league.
We are Exeter Chiefs.
Playing for Exeter Chiefs, it means you're representing the team that we played for, the history that's there. It's a community that massively gets behind women's rugby.
I love being in Sandy Park. It's a really special place to be and play rugby and what we want to become our fortress.
Chiefs is a really gritty team, very physical team in the league.
We play for each other, we're very united, we work hard and we play till the 80th minute. It's everything I love about rugby.
We've had a little bit of a revamp. We're going to show a little bit more of what we can do to our skill set.
It's going to be strength, it's going to be speed, it's going to be a new form of attack from us. We fear no one.
New era.
How great to hear from some of the superstars of Premiership Women's Rugby, and we've seen many of them out on the pitch here. Fabulous contest at 14-14 at the break. Ellis, your thoughts? What have you made of that opening salvo?
Look, I'm excited by the rugby. It's definitely a game for the neutrals considering the tie, but I think the errors are frustrating, aren't they? There's been a lot of knock-ons, a lot of spills, a lot of decision-making that maybe they would go back in time and change what they've done. But the ball carries have been crazy as well. It's been very atrocious and violent almost in the ball carry, which is what we love to see. So that's my general synopsis so far, I think.
Well, let's take a look at some of the best bits of the first half then. Some tries for us to enjoy. I mean, the physicality has been very, very physical. This was the opening try. And this is something that over the years Exeter Chiefs have been brilliant at, but Lightning incredibly disciplined here and took a deserved lead.
Yeah, for sure. And like as I said before, Treads clearing that corner there, as you saw. I think we'll see it in the next carry. It just takes the player out of the channel there, and it gives space for the next carrier to get into that channel that she's left behind.
Bit of gamesmanship, some front row dark arts, is it?
Yeah, she knows what she's doing with that clear, and it's very, very expertly done.
Didn't take Exeter Chiefs to carbon copy the try. And of course, Cabea was going to have her say, but Fayanati had hers. Was it grounded? Was it on the line? Hollywood was very close and quick to make a decision.
She says it's grounded, as we said earlier, it's grounded. And look, it was a brilliant bit of skill before that for the players to get round the corner with that pace. So whether it's grounded or not, it's some brilliant skill.
I mean, goodness me, what did it even touch the line? Aliv Kelter, I mean, this was a magnificent finish, a great line. She's left Exeter Chiefs defenders flailing, and just look at the reaction from the guys on the bench there. This was special.
Absolutely, and what a brilliant pick and pass there from our 9, Alicia Maud, as well. She's come with pace, and it's allowed Kel to just pluck the ball out of the air and steam on to the try line.
And the final try, we're going to see the finish from short range from Maisie Allen, but the build-up was absolutely bonkers. Helen Nelson didn't find touch. Merrin Elworthy caught the ball inside her own half. Then all hell broke loose.
Yeah, I felt like we were, it was a day at the races, wasn't it? We were at the Sevens tournament. I felt like we could have been wearing fancy dress. There was people stepping and cutting and changing. And do you know what? It worked. Ultimately, it worked.
Oh, it did. You have not got commentary cam today. I can confirm that both myself and Alice are in fancy dress. We'll be back with the second half. It is Loughborough Lightning 14, Exeter Chiefs 14. Get yourself comfortable. The second half's going to be great.
New era.
We are Loughborough Lightning. This is our town. This is our home.
Loughborough have a young and community feel when it comes to the fans.
Strong. Fearless.
Electric. Ones to watch this season are Ala Latei and Sadia Kapea.
I'm going to bring us to tackles, fast-paced, tries, good rugby.
Speaking to some of the girls, I was like, is it possible to get goosebumps on your face?
Almost that feeling of like, we've made a change here and this is it, this is the change.
We were just flying for sort of a couple of days.
Just the most feeling of joy that we'd done it, we'd won this World Cup, we'd done it together.
Definitely a moment that, yeah, I'll be thinking about for a long time.
I remember the last 2 minutes because I was like, we've got this, we've won, and I just thought, my whole body just shut down. I had Ellie Kildun shouting at me, and I was like, we've won this, like, this is crazy.
We really like our tribe mentality.
We're gonna run.
Ambitions are to win the league.
We are Exeter Chiefs.
Playing for Exeter Chiefs, it means you're representing the team that we play for, the history that's there. It's a community that massively gets behind women's rugby.
I love being in Sandy Park. It's a really special place to be and play rugby, and what we want to become our fortress.
Chiefs is a really gritty team, very physical team in the league.
We play for each other, we're very united, we work hard, and we play till the 80th minute. It's everything I love about rugby.
We've had a little bit of a revamp. We're going to show a little bit more of what we can do to our skill set.
It's going to be strength, it's going to be speed, it's going to be a new form of attack from us. We fear no one.
New era.
I need to look at this at some point because it's just shit, the whole set of shit. But I don't have time to go through it. I need to get. Yeah, so the only other way to do it is 2 cameras, but then I have to have a converter from HDMI to SDI. So then each one's got another 2 boxes and power leads to sort everything. And then I have 4 hours to go through it and do it. That's the issue. Tackle that. What was the Italians look bad? Yeah. That tackle that you complained about, is that high?
Welcome back, everybody. We are at the Cinch Stadium, Franklin's Gardens. If you missed the first half, well, you missed a great half of rugby. 2 tries each, both converted. Alev Kelter, one of the try scorers. She is usually the most physical player on any pitch, but she's been given a run for her money today. It has been an immense game. It has been physical, it has been frantic. It has had the right blend of brilliance and error that has kept it at 14-14. Loughborough Lightning kicking off to Exeter Chiefs in the second half. And we've still got Ellis for company as well, because she's on crutches, so she can't go anywhere. Half-time thoughts, Ellis. What was going through your mind in the quiet period that we had waiting for the players to come back out?
A lot of things, actually, a lot of things. Decision-making on the kicks, for sure. The physical battle's been immense, and I hope that continues from both teams. And let's hope the offloads stick as well.
Oh, just as you've said,
brilliant.
That, the first offload goes to ground. Oh, wow.
Commentator's curse.
Well, you've done 2 now, so it is genuinely a commentator's curse. It's not a fluke anymore. That was Maud trying to find Kabea. It was the right thing. She's found the space there, so close.
No, that was a brilliant decision from Melissa there, and I think Sadia was expecting it, but I think maybe not that hard.
So the first scrum of the second half. Keep an eye if you can. We're not going to get the best angle here, but Anne Young on the loose head side, we're in number 1 for Lightning. She conceded a couple of penalties, just trying to get on top of Dalika Menin. The knee went down. I think she'll do absolutely everything not to put that knee down, and that's a much more solid scrum. A great contest for the ball. And the first attack of the second half for Tezier. Now Granzotto and Exeter Chiefs. She's looked sharp, Granzotto. Big debut for her today, as we mentioned a couple of times, but not intimidated by this senior level of rugby at all. Robinson. Oh, what a shot! Sanger Polu on Demi Swan. They've been scrumming against each other, and now they clash in midfield. Again, Flo Robinson finds Tezier. Now Allen finds another offload that goes forward. 2 first-class 7s we've got on the pitch today, haven't we, as we take another look at that crunching shot. Yeah, Allen and Kabea. Lightning just trying to push it a little bit. They are absolutely not concerned with trying to play a lot of rugby in their own 22.
Yeah, this is something they were guilty of that first half, though, wasn't it? And I don't think it always went the way they wanted it to, so I hope that they're looking to exit sometime soon.
Brodie with the carry. She passed an HIA in the first half. Now, where's this ball going to go? It is going to go. It's going to stay in. I mean, goodness me, what a take. And what a pass, Kelter. Into Tezier. Just buys herself a second there.
What a knee slide also from
exactly.
Claudia McDonald there.
That was like wedding dance floor style knee slide, wasn't it? That's a loose pass now. Maloney McDonald will march all the way to the try. Oh, Lightning overplaying. And that is a free gift for a player like Claude Maloney McDonald. Well, she'll have to work a lot harder this season for tries. That was well executed. A great read.
It's just frustrating from the Loughborough camp, isn't it? That overplaying in their 22, there's just no need for it. We could try and exit again, get ourselves out of there, and then regather at a different point. There's no need to maintain possession there. Just get the ball out of that half. What a finish, though, from Claudia. What brilliant. A pick-up and a brilliant step inside there to see that try.
Chiefs lead for the first time.
20.
And continues her excellent start to the season as well. Liv McGovern. Well, if she pops this over, a 7-point lead effectively makes it a 2-score game. Oh, straight through the middle. Straight through the middle. McGovern, she's 3 from 3. Chiefs strike first.
Just hear cheers of yes, Liv from the bench as well. It's just great, isn't it? The support.
Once again, I hate to sound like a broken record, but I think it's important to say these things. that try has come from Lightning not kicking the ball off the pitch in the 22.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be one on review that I think a few people are frustrated with.
And therein lies the difference. Chiefs, great exit under no pressure. A sweet right boot, and Lightning are going to have to go from halfway.
And it gives Chiefs an opportunity here to also counter this. They can get up in the air, they can put pressure on Lightning in a different way, and that's what Lightning need to do.
Treader, plenty going on in the Lightning line-out. Ives Campion goes up. Treader receives it and drops it off. And speaking of dropping it off, that is exactly what Kelter has done.
We're all good there.
Another knock on.
That was straight from the training field as well. It looked like it could have been something absolutely brilliant. There was space for Kelter to get through there on the inside of our number 4, and she's just lost it out of her hands. It's a shame.
There was a great blocking line run there from our referee, Holly Wood, as well. And I'll tell you what, if Kelter had taken that, then she could have been in a lot of trouble.
I'm not sure you put on the ref's jersey to get hit by Alan Kelter, to be honest.
No.
That last scrum, though, here, so last time it was a lot better, wasn't it? A lot more stable, a lot more square from all three of... Never mind, that's a free kick.
Flo Robinson.
I actually do have a curse, I think. I'm going to stop talking about the scrums.
No, please continue to impart your knowledge. It's great to have you here as a PWR player, as an international player. You're injured at the moment, so on the field's loss is off the field's game. It's great to have you. Oh, now Maloney McDonald gliding through again. She's going to try and go all the way here. She's physical, but Matatonga matches her. Tezia drops just short. The Chiefs looking for a second try in quick succession for a genuine 2-score lead.
Hands up.
Again, just short. Hollywood. Oh, reached out, dotted down. Emily Robinson. The captain scores for Chiefs. She's within her rights to place that ball once she hits the deck. It's another short-range try from Chiefs after a great break from Claude Maloney McDonald, and that gives them a little bit of breathing space.
For sure, and look, I think there wasn't even an awful lot of celebrating there for Chiefs. I think for them, I don't know if this almost felt inevitable that they were going to start picking up the lead, they were going to start playing on top, and those offloads and things like that are going to start sticking. That sort of inevitability and that air of calm, it really works for teams, doesn't it? And that's how you end up pulling on a lead and getting on top.
McGovern, flawless so far. And misses for the first time. But let's go back to the exit.
I honestly feel like a broken record talking about exits, don't we?
But
they need to get the ball out.
It's important to talk about it because when you look at a scoreline now, we've got Loughborough 14, Exeter 26. Loughborough exit, they don't find touch. It leads to a Chiefs try. Chiefs receive the kickoff, play sensible rugby, don't mess about with it in their own half, and it gives them the opportunity. That's gone backwards off Robinson. And hopefully we've got lots of people watching today who are die-hard rugby fans who know all this. But what we're really hoping with PWR this season is those who fell in love with the sport thanks to the brilliant World Cup that we had.
Jackal was fine. Your tackle is still there.
Help them with a wider understanding of the game.
Not rolling.
So Olive was obviously over that ball in really great position, but unfortunately Baz had not rolled away, and that means you just can't give that penalty there, unfortunately. She had great body position in that Jackal, though. It was just unfortunate.
Guys, substitution, sorry.
So talk to us about the front row comms. Speaking of front rows, Lightning making some changes. Caladine coming in and Curfew coming in. We're in 16 and 17. They'll replace Treader and Young. So when the prop comes over to talk to the hooker, when is that decision made? And does the hooker ever say, no?
I don't think the hooker's got too much say in that, unfortunately. In some teams, maybe they'll have a check-out or a cancel option, but that prop's just coming over to say to the hooker, look, it's a 5-man. We're going to call this, that, and the next thing.
That one wasn't straight. The law change now means that if Lightning don't throw up a competition jumper, it doesn't matter, but they did. So this will be a free kick.
Okay. Line out, same marks, guys.
And that was straight down the barrel as well. We could see that from our commentary position. But yeah, there's no way that Lightning can contest for that.
I think what the ref's looking for there as well is where that jumper catches it. So the ball needs to be straight and the jumper needs to catch that ball in their inside hand.
Caladine, now the hooker for Lightning.
That is some ball from Lucy there, wasn't it?
Well, she was the MVP for England under-20s in the Summer Series, the Six Nations Summer Series. And now Lightning can try and get something going in the backs. They've been shocked by this Exeter Chiefs 1-2 and now need to find some scores. Worth pointing out as well that Chiefs have now got that try bonus point as well. Baloo Matatonga, or Baz as you call it. She seems like a big character as well in the Lightning programme.
She's brilliant, yeah. She brings the best pre-game music also.
Oh, really? Great offload there by Ives Campion. Thought she was going to go through. Sang Apollo up to the 22. This is where Lightning are dangerous. Bo Westcombe-Evans off her wing, looking for work. Being ushered towards touch. But that's the 22 that you can see. Speaking of 22, Megan Davey on for Liz Maud to add a bit of experience and composure in that scrum half position. Another good line. Brody finds the offload. Latui. Options both ways, and they go to the left. That's where Nelson is. Oh, she runs into what could have been trouble. Morel, Matatonga can't quite break free of this quality Chiefs tackling. Caladine offloads to Latui. Lightning surging forward. Cabea, one try already. Great tackle by Robinson, but this is relentless from Lightning. Ives Campion goes. Now Cabea. What a stop on her, but there's a penalty advantage. Caladine can't quite reach out to the line. Hibbert Jones. She's short too. Still penalty advantage. Cabea. Referee has a good look. Still a penalty advantage. There's acres of space to the right, but Lightning go to the left, then change direction. Kelter, what a handoff! What a try!
You would not want to be in the receiving end of that hand to the face, would you? That did not look comfortable.
Oh, Aleph Kelter bullying her way over.
I think the subs have come on and they've brought a little bit of energy, they've brought a little bit of momentum with them. You saw the carries from Caladine, and oh God, to finish that off there, that was absolutely brilliant. So violent, so atrocious. What a carry.
Do not go upright on Aleph Kelter. Wow.
Just jogging away casual, as if you hadn't just ruined someone's life.
And Nelson adds the extras. Lightning back within 5. The awful thing about that is not only has it just happened to you, social media now exists.
Yeah, no, you don't want to watch that back on Instagram, and I can see exactly what she's trying to do there as well. She's coming up fast, trying to get in her face. It's just unfortunate that that's one of her strengths, isn't it? It's getting to the line when you need to.
Ex-Nottingham Forest and England footballer Stuart Pearce, he was once quoted as saying, "You've got to play to your strengths, and my strength is my strength." And that is very much Aleph Kelter in that situation there.
Absolutely.
Big changes then for Exeter Chiefs. They've brought on some front rowers. Emily Tatossi is on, wearing number 16. They've brought Alessia Skeets on for her debut as well. Half Italian with ambitions to perhaps represent the Azzurri, product of Buck Super Rugby and Exeter University too. Broad, Maloney McDonald under that, excellent take.
She'll have a score to settle now after that handoff, I think.
Oh, yes.
And what experience to bring off the bench there with Emily Tatossi as well, a World Cup finalist.
Could be some space here for Elworthy. She's such an unassuming attacker, but before you know it, she's beaten the defender and she's in behind. Goes to a lot of work as well. She has been a big cog in the wheel as this Exeter Chiefs team has gone up and up and up the table over the years. McGovern wants it, but it's slow ball. Robinson squares it up, tackled by Calladine. No real pressure on the breakdown though. Elworthy finds McGillivray. Trying to get over that ball. It's a bit static here now for Chiefs. What is the alternative? How do they break down this Lightning defence? Is it on the boot? Or is it out wide through Maloney McDonald? No, the ball's gone forward. But this is better from Chiefs, isn't it? Those first half knock-ons have been replaced by phases.
Yeah, look, I think keeping the ball has to be priority number one in this area, doesn't it? Patience and keeping the ball is what's going to get you the try ultimately. It was well picked up by Claudia as well. It's a shame that was forward. It was right on the bootlaces and up into our hands. It was very impressive bit of skill.
Get left to the mark, loose heads get on the outside, okay?
Erin Elworthy. Well, she had her 100th appearance for Exeter Chiefs, and with the volume of games, it really does show an immense level of commitment to get to 100 appearances for any club in Premiership Women's Rugby or the Premier 15s as it was. You've got to be a seriously good player for a seriously long time.
Yeah, 100%. And you've got to be a bit of a club legend as well, don't you? There's so many people these days are having to flip between clubs or moving around. Like, she's a legend of that club now, and that's a brilliant thing to have to your name.
Well, she's from Cornwall, but I think she's just had to accept Devon, I'm afraid. I know for people in that part of the world, that's a very difficult thing to do.
Not very geographically astute for English geography, but I can't imagine that's the best move.
No, Cornwall is miles away. That's what I can tell you. Right, here go Lightning. Off the free kick, Kelter on a hat-trick. Westcombe Evans not really managed to get that gas around the outside so far today. We know she's capable of it. Kelter again just buys those meters with that leg drive. She's actually quite unique in the women's game, really.
Yeah, she brings the physicality of a back row or a sort of a number 8 with the skills and the hands and the kicking of a back.
Sangapolu, she's carried so well today. Nelson, little delayed pass, doesn't quite work out. Westcombe Evans is off her wing again. Hibbert Jones wants it, but they go the other way. Taken up high, Calladine. She's been busy since coming off the timber.
Yeah, she's brought a brilliant energy off the bench, hasn't she?
Great offload, that finds Curfey. And again, Lightning tiptoeing around the 22. Taking the risks, but they're good risks. Cabella just buys an extra meter once she's on the floor. Davey, Morale, another tip, finds Sangapolu, but she stood up well. And it's been stripped. Well, the referee blowing the whistle there as Menin went a little bit too close. I think that's Linda van der Velden who's down injured. What a strip, though, to rip that ball from Loughborough Lightning.
Yeah, I think that was one tip too many possibly in that area. They've given it to that outside player of the forward pod who's not going to have as much support with her. But what a start from Curfey coming off the bench.
Yeah.
She's carried about 1 million times already.
Yeah, of course.
We're talking about club legends and rugby legends. I mean, Linda van der Velden. What a rock star. Fingers crossed this isn't too serious. Captain of the Netherlands team.
Okay, just make sure that you guys are setting a good enough gap, okay, to maintain.
So from a player's perspective, just talk us through these moments here where play stops, you don't know how long the delay is going to be. What are these conversations that are happening now in the Lightning huddle?
Look, I think it comes in phases, doesn't it? At this point, you're just chatting about little fixes, little things you can change, little things that maybe aren't going quite right. And actually, what's going well, you know, you give Aliv a tap in the back and say, keep doing that, mate. That was brutal. But I think as time goes on, it is very difficult to keep your mindset where it should be, to keep sort of excited enough to get back into the game straight away, but also stay calm enough that your heart rate isn't sort of jumping all over the place.
Well, she's back on her feet.
Thankfully, only phase 1 of that then was completed.
Yes. But it does mean that she is going to come off, and Lola Whitley is going to come on for her debut. Another one who's come through the university programme. played for the England students along with Alessia Skeets. She's played a Premiership Women's Rugby Cup against Exeter Chiefs for Gloucester Heartbreak, but she's given the opportunity here for the Chiefs where she really, really wants to come and make an impact. And she's another of these versatile players who can cover lock and back row. And she's going to slot in.
I was about to start talking about the scrum with the new replacements, but I'm going to hold my tongue so that the curse doesn't extend onto them as well, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, you keep your bad juju to yourself.
Exactly.
Flo Robinson still out there.
Stand up. Stand up. Okay, stop there. You keep your bind long, okay? Don't come onto the shoulder, okay? Just maintain stability. Here we go.
So it looks as if Holly's just having a little chat to Isla, to May, and to Demi Swan there about the bind. They can't be pulling players in with their bind. They need to be pushing away so that they're not actually loading and putting weight through on that. She's just having a wee word. She's got her work cut out for her today. The amount of words that she's having with the front row. She's going to put one in time out soon enough, I think.
Be honest with me, again, it's just you and me having a chat. Forget the thousands watching. When the referee talks to you, do you listen?
Absolutely. I don't want to get a penalty. A scrum penalty is so embarrassing for me. I don't want that.
At the short side then, Feyunati. Oh, beautiful ball to Tezier. Tezier up over halfway, chased down by Cabea. She's got a roll. Robinson arrives, brilliant pickup.
I think Maddie had a wee grin there when she was handing someone off to the face. What a carry from her.
Absolutely fantastic. And now Chiefs back on the front foot, looking to restore the 2-score lead. Oh, what a rip, but the referee doesn't like it.
Tackle was complete. Number 17.
I think it looked like the tackle wasn't complete there, so as soon as she's done that, she's got to release before she then goes for ball. Yeah, so her knees were on the ground there, which means that Isla's got to release before she then goes on that.
More changes for Lightning in the pack. Christine Belial coming on, as is Becky Boyd, who we've seen already.
Yeah, I'm hoping when she watches this back later, she doesn't take me calling her a weirdo too badly. It's definitely a compliment coming from me.
Meant with love, I'm sure. Thoughts on the performances of the two coming off?
Brilliant. Do you know what big, massive ball carriers we got there? They were absolutely brilliant in the game.
This is absolutely huge now for both Exeter Chiefs and Lightning. First job done. They found the jumper, but that ball has gone to ground. Oh!
They've tried there to do a bit of a shift drive, so they've went up on someone and then passed the ball back down to someone else. Often can be a brilliant option to kind of mess around the defence, but just it's not worked. It's clunky, and it causes that +1 to knock on the ball as soon as it starts getting messy in there. Could have been a brilliant idea, unfortunately just wasn't quite executed the way that you'd want it to. But what an opportunity to see Christine Belial back in the scrum. She really did a lot to fix them up last week, so it'll be great to see what she can do here to help out Loughborough, especially in this area where they're going to want to exit, hopefully, and put the ball out.
Look at you bigging up Scotland front rowers. I see you.
It's easy done when they're that good.
Yes. She's been absolutely excellent in her time at Lightning, and just like that, a Lightning pen at scrum time.
Yeah, you just cannot come in at that angle and push a player up. It's very dangerous. It's illegal. And you can see here, Demi Swan's come in at an angle to the right-hand side, and she's gone up and under Christine and pushed her up, which can be quite dangerous.
Yeah, right under the referee's nose as well.
Yeah, if you're going to try and do something sneaky, that's definitely not the point to be doing it.
Just on the edge of these guys.
Fast. Don't say anything to Rachel, just wait on the James on the second floor.
And Nelson finds a decent touch. Lightning still trailing by 5, still just under a quarter of the game to go. Lily Ives Campion, and now.
What a maul. That is moving with some pace. They're basically running up the pitch there.
Caladine gets into position. It's still moving forward slowly but surely. And up over halfway it goes. well over halfway as well. They've made, what, 25 metres and the penalty advantage. Brilliant effort from the forward pack. Now, what can the backs do? That looked a touch high, and Tessier playing it on the floor. Nelson kicking that into space. We might hear advantage over now, depending on what happens with this kick. No, because there was one in the first half, wasn't there, where Hollywood decided that Exeter Chiefs had done enough. But no, back-to-back penalties, and this is why it's so important to stay disciplined, because scrum penalty in the 22, Lightning kick up to halfway. Penalty at halfway, now Lightning can kick to around the Chiefs 22. You've got to be squeaky clean.
Yeah, and you can't be pulling them all down like that, especially when it's rumbling so fast. Immediately, Holly's going to see that an extra player's pulled that down, and she's going to put the arm up. You need to be disciplined there, rejoin it from the back, and try and stop it naturally.
Which again is easier said than done, isn't it? When
absolutely.
Lightning have made 20 metres, and they'll be fizzing with confidence here to maybe go for the more again. Ives Campion gathers. Caladine in the armchair. Tutossi's doing well, but hasn't quite got in a position to smother that ball. Kelter, another strong carry, tackled by Tessier. Slow ball, Cabea gets down low, tackle well, but no pressure from Chiefs at that breakdown at all. Becky Boyd. Hibbert Jones, oh, what a carry from Hibbert Jones. Bumps the first defender off. Now Nelson. Good line from Bermudez. And the leg drive as well. Huge effort here. Davey finds the pass to Latui. Latui. Oh, penalty for not releasing. And right on the line. Perhaps lucky not to get a yellow card for cynical play there. God, Latui again, I tell you what, it's a heck of an effort just to stop her.
I can see what Dalika's thinking there. She's thinking she's over the line, I'm just going to try and hold her up. But unfortunately, the tackle was made before that, so she can't keep a hold of her like that. She's got to let her present back.
I think she's taken a big bump there, Latui.
Yeah, I wonder if that was in the act of holding up. She's kind of ripped the ball and unfortunately twisted that shoulder out. Hopefully she's all right. She's a massive force to have on the pitch.
I feel as though the way she's played, big bumps are all she knows. She absolutely whacks people, doesn't she?
Yeah, she eats and breathes big bumps all day.
So the tackle was complete. No, her knees had already gone to ground. Tackle was complete. She's already to ground, and then you guys dragged her back and didn't release. I did it, but the tackle was already complete.
Well, what, 14 minutes to go on our clock, so we are well into the last quarter of the game.
The tackle's already complete. It's the end of the conversation. Thank you.
I was just going to ask you, quite a lot of penalties this area of the field.
Okay.
How long do you think until they're on a warning? They just kill our momentum a little bit when we get here.
Okay. Okay. I'll let you know.
Okay.
Okay, just let me manage that.
Yeah,
okay.
thank you.
Just repeat, sorry, repeat.
Yeah, so the tackle's already complete 2 metres before the line, and then you've pulled her over, and there's
Just
no
listening
clear
into this
release.
conversation here between
from
Emily
12
Robinson and referee Hollywood.
number 1, I think it was.
She's top draw, isn't she, Hollywood?
She's been brilliant. I think she's refereed the scrums really well, especially. I think a lot of referees, in fact, a lot of people in general, find it really difficult to see what's going on within the cogs of that scrum. And I think she's done really well today to not only reward dominance, but also reward being square, being stable, and pushing forward. It's so easy to see a scrum going forward and say, brilliant, they've won the ball, that's it. But you need to look out for who's going square. And she's done really well at doing that today, I think.
Well, it's looking increasingly like this is going to be the end of the road for Latui. If she does manage to recover, it'd be quite miraculous. There are still some substitutes available for Lightning. If you're thinking, I've not heard from Ellis for a while, it's because she is in charge of nominations for the PWR Player of the Match. Great news, sports fans. You are in charge of who gets the award.
I'm struggling right now. There's been so many great performances, isn't there? There's been a lot of quiet performances as well that I know have just been doing the dirty work in the background. We've not seen an awful lot of Carmela Morale, but I know that she's been drawing the ball, drawing the defenders in and giving the ball at the last minute. And I've seen people make breaks off of the back of her, but she's been quiet. She's been quiet. So I'm struggling right now to figure out who we're going to give it to.
There have been lots of great performances. Well, she's back on her feet, but she is being helped to the touchline. She has got a massive future, isn't she? She's still so young. Seen her at number 8, seen her at lock. Doesn't matter what number's on her back or no number on her back for a lot of today. She is a fantastic asset to this Lightning team.
Yeah, and she's so coachable as well. As you said, she's young, she's malleable. She's definitely someone that Nathan Smith's got his hands into and just being able to say, right, get your head down and start carrying the ball, and she's done it.
Well, Rachel Erike, another of the USA contingent, has come on wearing number 20. Formerly played for DMP Sharks in the Premier 15s as it was then. Now Caladine gets in position. This looking good for Lightning. This could level, but Chiefs hold firm for now. Caladine, the extra push, the backs have joined. Something needs to happen. And the try is awarded. The Loughborough pack have found their form, found their physicality, and found 5 points.
I think Fancy Bermudez, Helen Nelson, Baz were the extra bits of weight that pushed that over, and it's really great to see Lucy getting a try here. Thought she was absolutely brilliant in the first round of the PWR. She had a storm of a game, and then to come on today and score a try, it's just exactly what she deserves.
Oh, look at them, they're all in there. You were talking about Nathan there, that's definitely his influence, isn't it?
Yeah, you can just see Kelter as well having a little survey, wondering if she should hit it or not. She made the decision not to, but she'll be gutted to have missed out on a piece of that try, I think.
Oh, absolutely. Well, she could have technically claimed a hat-trick then, couldn't she? Now, tough kick here. About as tough as it gets for a right-footer. But it's a good effort. Oh, it just drifts across the face. 12 or so minutes to go. Lightning 26, Chiefs 26. What a game in round 3 of the PWR.
Okay, hold there. Hold there, hold there. Yeah, hold there. Sorry, we don't have any holds. Alright,
okay. Okay. 12 minutes to make something happen. Lucy Nye is on, and the ball is back with Chiefs, and then knocked forward again, and chaos ensues. It's like the first half all over again.
Do you know what? If you're going to be someone to knock on the ball, thank God it's a front row, because they have to clean up their own mistakes. That's what I always say. At least it's a front row. And I think, do you know what? That ball's come pretty fast out of there. She's just taken her eye off it for a second. Or maybe she just wanted to stamp some dominance on this scrum.
Yes, maybe so. So Lucy Nye, an Exeter girl, formerly Exeter Saracens as a junior.
Did a little stint at Tigers, I think, when I was there. Played a lot for them.
Now Feyanati has a little go herself. Great pass to try and find Tezier. She's brought down, but Chiefs in the 22. They've been quiet since scoring those 2 quick tries in the first half, but McGillivray, nothing quiet about this. Makes meters. Menin gathers that. So important to make those catches. She decides to go again. Good carry from Dalika Menin. God, what a tackle. Brilliant from Ives Campion. Everyone stacked to the left here for Chiefs. Feyanati. Pick and a go from Abby Middlebrook. Replacement tight head who's come on for Menin. Feyanati.
Okay, take the step.
Causes Erike to go down low. Tough tackle there Allen goes again. Oh, Menin still on. In fact, she's not been replaced at all. She's rolled over. And she's got the try. Oh my goodness, Dalika Menin.
You can see things starting to come together for Chiefs here. I think Dalika was the one earlier that tried to do that explode ball, where she gets tackled, lets go, stands back up, and she's done it here, and it worked really well a little bit earlier on. It just gave them that momentum that they needed to keep going, and eventually for her to roll on here and score that try. Some could say that may have been too much of a roll, but we won't talk about that.
Well, again, Hollywood in a great position to make the call. And McGovern composing herself here, because this is a very, very important kick. Because it gives Exeter Chiefs a 7-point lead. Again, if Lightning want to win this game now, they need 2 scores.
Cool, thank you.
26-33. What a game.
I've got 6.5 to go.
Well, confirmation that our clock's a little bit behind. 6.5 minutes to go on the official watch of referee Hollywood. 6.5 minutes for Lightning to get 2 scores and win the game. 6.5 minutes for Chiefs to get another score that would take the losing bonus away from Lightning. That is another monster shot that Claude Maloney-McDonald has had to eat. Fancy Bermudez has dealt with it.
The part of the referee take the 9. Number 4 playing the 9. Six to go.
That's a tough one for Lily Ives' campaign there. I think she's trying to get herself through that ruck, but unfortunately the 9 was already in, and she's used that free hand to play the 9 instead of just driving straight through. It could have been a great counter ruck, but unfortunately just that decision making at the end there has given that penalty.
Right, give us your player of the match nominees, because everyone then has got 5 minutes to vote. The vote will be available on the YouTube channel that you're watching on. So who are the nominees? Treat it like the Brit Awards. Come on, bit of razzmatazz.
It was difficult. It took me honestly about 10 minutes to figure them out, but I'm going to have to say May Sagapoulou. She had a brilliant game. She was carrying amazingly. Alice Kelter, another one, has been absolutely phenomenal all day. And then from Exeter Chiefs, we've gone from the back row pairing, Maisie Allen and Maddie Fentonatu. So yeah, tough one to pick, but 4 strong contenders. And yeah.
So the 4 PWR Player of the Match nominees are up on the YouTube channel now. Cast your votes. It's good for you because you don't have to pick a favourite, especially in a close game like this.
Thank gosh, yeah. And I think May narrowly missed out last week. That was something I'd said on the comms, that it was just her scrums that let her down. But today she was absolutely phenomenal, from set piece to open play. Her tackles were thundering, her carries were the same. And yeah, I couldn't spite her both weeks, could I?
So what? We're close to the final 5 minutes now. This would be a huge result for Exeter Chiefs. It would be another wounder for Lightning to come within a score of Chiefs again. If the full-time whistle went now, it would be 5 points to Chiefs, 2 for Lightning. 1 bonus point for scoring the 4 tries and 1 for being 7 points or closer. A converted score, the differential in deciding that losing bonus. But Lightning have got the put in at the scrum here. Nobody on the short side.
You can just see that head battle there between Demi Swan and CB. Brilliant set from both teams, but you can see they're just getting a wee bit popped up. Thankfully the ball gets out.
Nelson on the ball, Kelter stopped well. Both Tezier and McGovern having to make the tackle on the outside centre.
There's a bit of miscomms there between the backs at Lightning. Thankfully it was picked up by Helen Nelson.
Yeah, Nelson sweeping the backfield, and Lightning all the way back now around their own 22. But another strong carry, but a long way to go here. And they've played in their own half all game, but any error now and surely it's game over, because a penalty will mean Chiefs could either kick for goal or kick for the corner and eat the clock.
Yeah, I think this is the point where I was about to say we want to hold on to the ball, but actually, great decision to clear it. I think you don't want to be overplaying in that half.
Oh, Bermudez lined up Maloney McDonald.
What
and Lightning win the penalty.
And that's from Cam, who I said had been quiet this game, and she's just gone and said, no, I haven't. Look at me stealing the ball. She's absolutely brilliant. She's one of those players, again, that if she does have something that looks like a quiet game, you'll often find when you analyse it later, she's made about 30 carries, 50 passes.
Well, this is absolutely huge now. Oh, it's a great kick. It's the hope that kills you, and Elworthy thought she could keep it in. But first priority for Lightning, get the try. Second priority, get it close enough to the posts that Helen Nelson can convert it to draw the scores level.
This is a really hard throw for Lucy as well, the pressure on the hooker here. But she's been delivering all day, so I'm sure she can do it again.
Ives Campion doesn't get there, and Chiefs turn it over. Massive moment in the dying embers of this brilliant game. But there's still a little bit of meat on the bone. And that kick is going to go to touch. I tell you what, we've talked about player of the match nominations, but in terms of the exit, in terms of the composure, how good has Liv McGovern been today?
Yeah, she was definitely a contender there as well. She's been brilliant all day on the boot, and she's one of those players as well. She again is quiet, but she puts so many people in positions to score tries.
Caladine with that Chiefs steal still ringing in the ears. Just look at the tracking of the Chiefs pack here. And they've nearly got there again, but instead it's Lily Ives Campion. She was asking the referee for a penalty there. Men in. Well, she's asked to move, but hasn't really moved there. Look at Tatossi getting herself in a position to try and disrupt Lightning, but this maul looking good. Megan Davey needs to go at the right time, and there it is. Nelson out of the back. Here's Bermudez. Bermudez to Matatonga. Matatonga into the 22. Great tackle by McGillivray. And this is the ball game right here. The line by Cabea. It's presented and taken on by Curfey. No chance to turn that ball over for Chiefs yet. Now Lightning go to the blunt instruments. Cabea, the latch from Wardby. Lightning using that 6-2 bench to try and grind down Chiefs. This is the ball game right here. Chiefs 1 moment away from victory. Lightning 1 moment away from snatching a tie at the death. So close. Just a metre to go. Cabea gets her head down. Cabea stops short. But a pick and a dive and a try. Have Lightning snatched a tie right at the death. Brilliant patience, a brilliant finish, but now an enormous conversion to come.
I don't think I breathed there for about 10 minutes. What is going on? What is going on?
But again, it's the perseverance and knowing when to go.
100%. It was slowing down. It was slowing down. What Sadia's done there is she's speeding it back up again. She said, no, I'm going to just carry this ball, and it means that we've got that momentum already for MJ just to dot that down there.
Oh, what a massive moment now for Helen Nelson to tie the scores. 33-33. She's done it. Side foot stroke through, and there is time for a restart. It's Lightning 33, Chiefs 33. An epic at the Cinch Stadium, Franklin's Gardens.
You can always trust Helen Nelson with those high pressure moments. She's a very, very calm head on her shoulders. You know in that moment that she's getting that ball over. Well, we obviously know now because she's done it, but I had no doubts.
So what you do here if you're Chiefs, you kick to compete. Oh, wow, it's gone off the hands and out. If that had gone over, Lily Ives Campion, then Claude Maloney McDonald would have strolled in. But what about this now from Chiefs? What a kick.
Yeah, that's exactly what you do, isn't it? You put it there to compete.
Aye. An epic end to an epic game. Ball's gone backwards and it's offloaded quickly. Tezia into midfield. Now Loughborough need to be squeaky clean because any penalty and Chiefs will have a shot at goal to win it. Tezia perhaps a little bit too far out now for that shot at goal. There are a few kickers in the league that can do it. Emma Singh, one of them. Another good carry. But where is the X factor here? Where's the line break for Chiefs? Where is the moment where they can snatch a victory after conceding such a late try? Tezia gets it out wide. Bit of pace here. And an excellent tackle. Nelson, after 80 minutes, still with the energy to make that. Lucy Nye keeps the tempo high to Tosi. Still so much pace here, and there's acres of space. If Chiefs can get this ball to the right-hand side, instead, it's in Lightning hands, and a kick, and a chase, and Westcombe Evans is quick, but she is not as quick as Maloney MacDonald, who gets back, and now they need to make a tackle on her. Oh, Westcombe Evans, sensational. But that presentation of the ball from Maloney MacDonald, that extra bit of length, potentially saving the day for Exeter Chiefs.
It makes all the difference, doesn't it, when you're trying to get quick ball and when you don't want that crucial moment where they steal the ball. That ball presentation is so important.
Well, Chiefs can't kick this ball now because the next stoppage will be the end of the game. But likewise, they can't cough it up here.
You can just hear the coaches calling on to put the ball off, put the ball off. I'm not sure why that's what they want to go for.
Oh,
I think they're obviously worried.
Rushing out of the line there. Now, if you're Chiefs, do you keep your powder dry here? Do you take your brilliant 3 points on the road? Oh, do you want more? Menin has got in behind. She wants support. She doesn't get it. What a tackle from Matatonga, and then Becky Boyd gets back. Oh, Dalika Menin has been outstanding. What a shift from her. And now, Elworthy. Buchanan outside it. Oh, what a tackle. Bermudez has been unbelievable since coming on. And it's a Chiefs penalty. Oh my.
We've had the coaches shouting, kick it off, kick it off. Then very quickly they sat down as soon as Dalika broke up that wing, as you would. What the decision makers here have is such a difficult one, because do you just kick it off and take the draw, or do you back your players to score a try here?
Well, there is going to be somebody out there, either in African violet or white, who is exhausted, right? And it's finding out who that player is and how you can isolate them. But this is the last dance, the last chance. Oh my goodness, for either team to lose this now would be brutal. I'll tell you what, if you decided to join us for this one, not the game at Bristol, great decision. Well done, everyone.
We're in parallel situations to what we were 2 seconds ago with Lucy Caldine and Emily Tutotsi.
Well, they've overthrown it and they have gone to the danger player, the form player, Menin, and now it's Chiefs in the 22. Has that gone forward? Yes, it has. And that will be the ball game. Hollywood brings a PWR epic to a close. A stunning, stunning game between Loughborough Lightning and Exeter Chiefs. It is honours even. A bonus point draw in a game that neither team deserved to lose.
Look, you're going to be gutted if you're Lucy Nye there as well. You come on, she's had a brilliant 20 minutes on the pitch. It's just really unfortunate that that's happened there from her and ended the game.
The full-time score, Loughborough Lightning 33, Exeter Chiefs 33. You have voted Maddie Fianati your PWR player of the match. Congratulations to her. Congratulations to both teams as well. What a game. Lightning led. Chiefs opened up a 2-score gap. Lightning pinned them back and then had to keep their composure at the death.
Yeah, it's a shame, isn't it? A draw is brilliant for the neutral fan, but I don't think any player on the pitch is too happy with the draw, to be quite honest.
Well, a couple of brilliant England players there in Ives Campion and Fianati sharing a smile. And I tell you what, they say that Alif Kelter there, just acknowledging Claude Maloney MacDonald as well after very much ruining her afternoon temporarily.
Sorry, she made it back quite fiercely with that
Yes.
try she scored, didn't she? So she's gotten just as much as she's given, thankfully.
Well, well, well. When you look at this game in the fixture calendar, you think, can it deliver? And it delivered in spades. 10 tries. And do stick with us as well, because and keep your eye on the socials too. I think there's going to be some great socials after this.
Yeah, there's some good clips from that game, isn't there? Whether it's carries or fence to the face.
Well, let's take a look at some of the best bits of a brilliant match. Lightning forever trying to move the ball, sometimes to their detriment, and Claude Maloney-MacDonald strode home. Great awareness from her. A free gift, but she had to be aware.
Yeah, and it does still take a lot of speed to finish that, doesn't it?
Oh, and she's got that in abundance, that's for sure. Yeah, she was highly involved today. I think when she takes the boots off and sits down, she's going to realise that she played in a rugby match. Big 80 minutes for her. And at this point, when Maloney-MacDonald broke up the right-hand side and Chiefs scored, it almost looked like they were going to canter away with the game.
Yeah, it did, didn't it? And it took a lot of mental, don't know what the word is, strength for Loughborough to maintain composure and stay in that game.
So at this point, it was 2 unanswered tries. It was 26-14. It was the captain, Emily Robinson, who saw the white line, reached out and grabbed it. Might have been a suggestion there, but a bit of a neck roll from Ives Campion as well. But it was all relative in the end, because it was another 5 points on the board. Again, didn't propel herself forward with her legs, so well within her rights. And then Lightning started to come back. This little change of direction, and oh my goodness. Oh, Aleph, she's got a family.
I know, and look at her. She was standing so casually as well before she made that fend and then scored that try.
And then it was a one-in, all-in, genuine, all-or-nothing effort, wasn't it? And look at Bermudez. She even added her weight. Kelter thinking, do I need to get there? I mean, credit to the referee for seeing that ball down, because there were so many bodies there. And then this try, we thought that Menin had been substituted, but where she found the extra reserves of energy from, the last 10-15 minutes of that game, she was outstanding.
Yeah, absolutely. She was definitely single-handedly righting the wrongs of Exeter from earlier on with that explode ball and keeping the ball alive, moving on the ground, keeping it going. She did it all herself there. It was brilliant. What a feat of strength.
And at that point, it was 33-26, and it looked as though Chiefs were going to do it again, but one of the most experienced players on the pitch in the league had other ideas. They denied Sadia. They were not going to deny Meg Davey.
What a great finish from her as well. Just the understanding that post had been left. I think a lot of the times teams see a 9 coming in and think they're going to pass it. Nope, I'm going to score.
In fact, we had a lot of tries from short range today, and every player made the right decision at the right time to get there. Well, let's take a look at what else has gone on in the PWR today. If you don't want to know the results, then press mute. Look away now, because I'm going to tell you and spoil it for you. Another round of intriguing fixtures where Gloucester Hartbury came from 2 scores behind to beat Harlequins 33-26. Bristol Bears put to the sword by Saracens, who very much mean business at the start of this season. 33-12 at Tings Crusaders, and then 33-33 here. Now, Ellis, unfortunately, we can't talk about any of those results because nobody... everybody who's back now from the spoilers doesn't want to talk about it. However, there was one in there in particular that was... Is it a surprise?
Yeah, look, we said earlier, didn't we, that anyone can win and lose these games. You have a bad day in the PWR and you've got an upset on your hands. So despite the fact that my jaw did hit the floor, I'm not actually that surprised. It could happen to anyone. It could absolutely happen to anyone.
And I'm sure it will as this brilliant PWR season continues to unfold. Alice, it's been great to have your company today. You're welcome back anytime, but we're looking forward to you being back out on the pitch. Also, if you're watching, join us for the entire season. We're bringing you every game, whether it's YouTube, BBC iPlayer, or TNT Sport. We want to take you on this brilliant PWR journey. So thank you for for joining us. Make sure you have a great week and join us again next time. But the big story from here is it's honours even. It finishes Lightning 33, Chiefs 33. Goodbye.
I'm in